Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to my channel, TWINfiniteocean Tarot. Hopefully you're all well, happy, healthy, wealthy, abundant. I'm going to do a reading for the month of August because a lot of you request love readings. I'm going to see where the energy is at between you and the person attached to your energy in the current moment. Could be a friend, a family member, just somebody close to you. But let's see, could be love, but we'll check it out. Okay, so the overall energy we have is the bone collector. So this is basically letting me know that this situation has been something that's probably been ongoing. Something that has taught you a lot of things, made you wise. I'll get more information and see what else I get. It's kind of like you've come to a place of quiet confidence because of all your experience for this collective I'm talking to. And remember, only take what resonates with you. The energies can be reversed. Oh, wow. Ooh. Okay. Somebody's got a throat chakra blockage in this connection. I don't know if it's with you or the person attached to you. You've got on your side the Six of Cups, the Lovers, and the Six of Wands. That's 666. You might want to look it up. I see that you have a very strong soul connection with somebody. I see that you have a lot of memories that circle through your head, a lot of nostalgia. You feel like a draw to this person. And I'm going to say they feel the same for you. On a soul level, you do want victory with this situation. You do want this to come into some sort of balance. Now, the person attached to you has the Hangman, the Emperor, and the Empress that came out right next to each other. So they're definitely coming to the realization that this is a strong soul connection. But even though they recognize it on a 3D level and a soul level, their thoughts are still very confused of what they're going to do. They're still kind of sitting there hanging upside down in a tree, figuring out what's going to happen next, right? Now, the energy that's what you feel together, the connective energy, is the Ace of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles. This is basically saying, like, on a 3D level, you both may have hurt each other. In both of your thoughts, there's some kind of truth that needs to be spoken, whether that be from your part or the person attached to you, as far as the truth is concerned. Now, on a soul level, you feel like with this person, this would be the ultimate dream, right? With the Ten of Pentacles. You both feel this. You both feel like this is your end game. This is the person. This is, even though it's hurt you, even though it's put you through a lot, it's taught you something, and you both kind of feel it. And just like the Bone Collector, you've been through a lot. But you both ultimately feel like this is my person, or we have a strong connection together. We could take on the world together kind of energy. There's still some kind of pain that's attached to this that's causing like a 3D blockage. There's some kind of truth that needs to be spoken, whether this person needs to let you know, like, hey, this is the way I feel, this is what I want to do. But in their thoughts, they have some kind of like circulating thoughts that like keep them stuck. And maybe they're just looking for a way to turn this around, but they're still kind of in contemplation mode. But let's see, what is this Six of Cups about? Okay. So again, another six, the Six of Swords. And then we have the Chariot and the Seven of Cups. What I'm getting from this is maybe for a long time, you've kind of lived in the fantasy of what this connection could be or where this connection could go. And you fantasized about, like, when it starts to move, how it's going to turn into something great. It's kind of time to get out of your emotions a little bit and look at things from, like, the perspective of logical thinking or rational thinking instead of a place of emotions. And I know as a Cancer, you probably live in your emotions. Your emotions are your thoughts, right? But what it's saying is there's some kind of fantasy that has put some kind of expectation on this situation that has kind of kept it stagnant. It's kind of kept it in a place of it will never get to this place as long as you put some kind of hold on how far it can go or how it's going to happen or when it's going to happen. This is more of Spirit telling you, like, it's time to surrender the expectations, because this person, as long as you have expectations, they're not going to be able to live up to it. Because not everybody is perfect. Everybody deals with things differently. And if, let's say, you're dealing with an air sign or earth sign or even a fire sign, you think very differently. So it won't ever be the same as you thinking it. It's going to be very different. Now, this person wants to put the work in. This person wants to start new. This person wants to get out of a place of being triggered, because they have the Fool, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups. They're basically saying the way that it is now is making them very sad. Like, they want their person. They want things to come into alignment. They want some kind of movement. They want some kind of change. They want things to be, like, wiped clean and started over, so that way you both can invest into something that's going to bring out of a place of sadness, a place of wounds, a place of triggers. And I think what's holding it up is that one or both of you is very afraid of either admitting the truth about the situation or how to move it to the next place. Yeah, so for the connective energy with this Ace of Swords, it's saying you got the Emperor, the Nine of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. You both feel on an energetic level that this is something that keeps you up at night. This is something that keeps you feeling like you are distant from the other person. You're left out in the cold. You see this person as, like, your divine masculine, your divine feminine, but you're still very stuck in the mind space. And maybe that's the problem, is that you're both very stuck in the thoughts of how this can be, because if you put expectations on something, you will always be disappointed, because nobody is ever going to think exactly the way that you do. And so you may not have lived up to their expectations, and they may not have lived up to yours. And to bring balance into this, it's going to be like getting out of that fantasy mentality, get out of the thoughts, and really coming from the soul, because the soul is saying this is a divine counterpart, right? It's time to change it. It's time to grow. It's time to move. Let's see what this Lovers is about. Yeah, I see that, like, this situation has really caused you a lot of pain, betrayal, backstabbing, but it's also given you strength. It's given you some kind of strength that you've never had before. Security, stability. Got the Queen of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, the Four of Swords, or the Four of Pentacles, and the Strength card. This situation has taught you a lot of strength. It's taught you how to be more nurturing. It's taught you how to be more grounded. just through life experience, right? And like I said with the bone collector, it's gonna, whoever the collective is that I'm talking to, this is a situation that um, has taught you both very valuable lessons. Be careful though, like when I say to get out of your emotions, I'm not saying to close your heart off to this person, because I feel like you've kind of gone back and forth between closing your heart off and opening your heart up, because you feel vulnerable. Maybe it's hardened you a little bit. So be very careful that you speak from the heart space. You make sure that you keep the heart space open no matter how bad it hurts. Make sure to feel the emotions, because that's how we close those cycles off. That's how we end things and change it, transmuting energy, right? And I think for a long time, this person has wanted change in this situation. I've got the Wheel of Fortune, the Three of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. There has been a lot of self-sabotaging in this energy is what I'm getting. It's like this person, even though they're sitting in the Emperor, right? They've been waiting kind of for just destiny to take the wheel and to like bring this together in some kind of way, but they don't realize like the wheel has been trying to turn, but because the person isn't moving, like with the Three of Wands and the Hangman, it's been a very stagnant energy. Like they're not going to move first. That's the way that this energy is. They're very stubborn. They're very much in their masculine energy. They're very much in like the 3D, like I'm going to take care of business. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. They don't necessarily think from like their heart. They think of more of what they can achieve. And that's caused, like I said, some kind of self-sabotaging behavior where they feel like they're owed something, or that they'll just wait. They'll just wait. And what they're not realizing is the wait is what's causing pain to you. And instead of, it's like it's all about them. And it's kind of like a very ego-driven state. And it's all coming from a place of wounds. Like they've been wounded. They feel they're safer living in their shell. And with the Emperor, I always see like they're very, they normally have the ram on their head. They're very like tough and protected. They've got this hard shell, but they're very soft on the inside. So their feelings are strong. It's just that the way that they approach the world, you could be dealing with an Aries, but the way that they approach the world is, I'm taking care of my business. I'm doing what I need to do for me, instead of thinking about like how it affects the people around them. It's a lot of cards. Yeah. Okay, for the collective energy, what I'm getting is like intuitively, you both know this is your person, right? But there's something that's causing a blockage, and that's the Devil card. The Devil card is like splitting this right down the middle, and it's keeping you both from taking action. It's basically like keeping things from moving. Like it's either going to be one way or another. It's either going to be y'all take movement or walk away. So one or both of you will walk away eventually if this doesn't come into some sort of alignment. And I do see like on your side, because of the heartbreak, one or both of you may have said things out of reaction that hurt the other person. But I do see a lot of like intuitively knowing that there's a blockage, and both of you knowing what the blockage is, but like refusing to walk away from it or refusing to address it. I do see though, like once whatever this is that's causing the blockages gets addressed, it will have things turn in a better direction. Because, yeah, it's like you've taken a lot of time to yourself to really focus on what it was you wanted, what it is that's going to make you happy, how you're going to get victory, just in general, whether it be with this person or whether it be with yourself, right? I do see a new cycle is opening up for you. I do see that, like, all this pain you've endured, that's like the, what do they say, like the worst is over, the best is yet to come, right? That the cycle has been completed and it's time for you to be happy. And so whether it be with this person or not, I do see you being very happy in the month of August. I do see some big things opening up for you, some doors opening up to you. Um, there is change in this connection. I do see it, but yeah, definitely. It's like this person realizes that you're the one they love, because I've got the Lovers, the Queen of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. And I think they realize now that they've taken a lot of time to make excuses for why they didn't come forward or why they didn't tell you how they felt. And so with the Eight of Wands here, I do see that there's going to be a very big energy surge come forth to let you know, like, you're their person, you're the one they love, you're the one they choose, you're the one that they see completes them. Now, this is on a soul level, right? I see that they really want this. I see that they're finally recognizing this. And I'm not saying that you're going to take this person back, or, because I don't know your situation. But you both have very fond memories of the other person. You both want to speak your truth. You both want to say something, but there's been a blockage between this. And so I feel like the blockage comes probably from the both of you speaking different love languages. Whereas you might live in, like, when you are in love, you see the best in a person. You don't necessarily see them for what they do in the moment or what it is that's wrong about them. Whereas I see them as looking at things as very analytical, like, yes, this is my person, yes, they make me very happy, but I have things I need to do, and I'm not sure if this person, like, sees it or wants to work with it. But now it's getting to the point to where the indecision is going to break. So I do see that some kind of stalemate is going to be broken up for this month in this collective. So possible reunion, I would say, or possibly just separation in general. I'm going to finish it out with some cosmic contracts, see if we can get any extra information. Okay, I have receptivity and I have soulmate. I am here to complement your life and I will help you open your heart. So these are the lessons that your person has been teaching you and that you've been teaching your person. Reverse it as will, right? But I do see that this person is finally receptive to the truth of this connection. They know that you're their person. The only thing that's holding them up now is like, well, because of everything that's happened, how do we overcome this? And then for your side, getting out of that fantasy mindset of it's got to be this way or this way. So if it's not this, then it's over, it's done, I'm leaving, or it's like I'm very, very happy or I'm very, very sad, very different emotions, right? It's either this way or that way, your way, the highway, something like that. So this month is going to be very telling of where each of you have grown, because the choice is ultimately up to you here. Just make sure that if it does start again, don't bring expectations into it. It's just the warning I keep getting over and over again, because this person can complement your life. This person can teach you a lot. This situation can be a very high level commitment, but you both are going to have to bend a little bit. And I've got is the time for healing, balsamic moon, believe in the impossible, the end of a tough cycle approaches, and expect powerful change. So definitely powerful change this month. So try to get out of your head, more into your heart, more into your soul, and Just trust in the process. Don't put time limits on it. Don't put any expectations on it. Just let it flow, right? Well, I hope you got something from this, my dear Cancers. I love you guys to the moon, stars, and Mars, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.